I just showered and washed my hair, if you can't tell. So trying to let that dry a little bit. And it has been so hot lately. Coming into, it's almost summertime and the weather has been so nice, but also so hot, which is hard when you're postpartum and you're sweating and everything anyway. So put this tank top on to hopefully cool off, wash my hair so I feel so much more refreshed. I posted a video a little bit ago about a day in the life, and it was only 2 weeks postpartum, and so my skin was like looking really, I was doing a lot of breakouts, and I still have a couple breakouts now, but it's so much better. I just have like one breakout like right here, and the rest of my skin just feels so much fresher and brighter. And it's kind of like when babies get their like baby acne. It's like 2 weeks old and they get their little baby acne, and then by 3 weeks old it's kind of all cleared up. It's all regulated, and it's the same thing. It's like those 2 weeks I have that like postpartum hormone surge. My skin looks crazy. And then now that it's like a couple weeks later, I feel so much more refreshed. And my skin's kind of like back to baseline. Still haven't put batteries in that clock, by the way. It throws me off every time I look at it. So it's during the week now. It's not the weekend. What day is it? It's either Thursday or Friday. One of those days. But like I said, it's been super hot this week. And then on the weekends, the weather gets like cold again or like overcast. And you're like, I want to be outside during the weekends and have it be like really nice weather. It's like almost 80. And then during the week and I'm inside, I don't care if it's like gloomy or not, but it's always opposite. Like Wednesday's always like the most beautiful day of the week. And you're like, why is Wednesday the most, it's like 85 and sunny on a Wednesday. And then by the time the weekend comes around, it's like 65 with like a chance of rain. And you're like, no, switch it. Can we just like do a reset of the calendar? Hopefully it's nice coming into summer. We live in Southern California, so I can't really complain about the weather all that much. I know there's plenty of people who are living in like rainy weather right now. But yeah, I can still complain a little bit. We kind of joke about how there's like June gloom in Southern California. Like it's springtime, it's summertime, like it should be beautiful. But we live close to the ocean. We're only about 2 miles away from the ocean, so you get the marine layer that comes in. So it's like every morning has a marine layer, and then hopefully by the afternoon it like burns off. But it's not even June gloom anymore. It's May gray, June gloom, and gray sky July. And then maybe in August and September, by the time your kids are actually going back to school, do you actually have fun summer weather. So petition to change the weekly calendar so we have a nice weekend weather instead. But tell me what the weather is like where you live, because like I said, some people I'm sure have like rainy weather, but I bet there's people who have even worse and hotter weather than where we're at now. So let me know where you live and what the weather's like where you live. So I was going through my pantry right here, and I need to do a big declutter of that. I'll probably film it and share, because it's quite a mess. But I was looking for something and came across this, and it's almost out. And so I figured I would just use it one more time before I tossed it out. It's the Living Proof Nourishing Style Cream. Helps to stop frizz and condition. I'm not actually going to style my hair, but I figured, yeah, gosh, there's like nothing left in here. And see if I like it, if it kind of helps maybe hold my style, my natural curls a little bit more. This is just how my hair looks after I get out of the shower. I haven't brushed it yet. Super long. I can't even show all of the hair. Gotta go on my tippy toes. You can see the bottom of my hair.
Wide awake in an empty room, all alone with the thought of you. Thought I'd miss you more than I do, but I can't
One thing that I've talked about before, but had all the day in the life videos with my third daughter, is I talked about the back pain that I would get and how it would like literally keep me up at night. And I went to the chiropractor for it and all sorts of things. And basically what it is when my core is very weak, which happens after pregnancy and after a C-section. So to hold myself up, my back has to compensate for it, as well as when you're holding a newborn or nursing especially. There's a lot of like hunching over, and those muscles have to work really hard, and I can feel it happening again. It basically just feels sore, like I had a workout and I didn't have a workout. So I'm just like, I want to make sure I'm like protecting those, because if they start spasming again, like I will go insane. That is the worst pain I have felt in my life, even more than 4 C-sections, even more than all these other painful things. That is the number one most painful thing I have felt, is when my muscles started spasming. So I don't want that to happen again. And one of the things that we have is a massage gun. And there's all sorts of different like tips and stuff that you can do. I'm not actually entirely sure how you switch it out, which is good because this is the one that I want anyway. But they have ones for like the back of your neck, and there's some that are smaller, and then there's some that are like flat, just depending on like what you need to use it for. But I want this one. I just find that it works the best for what I want. So I'm gonna do this a little bit here right before I have to feed him, and hopefully just like relieve some of that tension in my back. Okay, so I'm going to put a crock pot on for dinner tonight, and it's gonna be like a beef stroganoff, hopefully. So here's all of the ingredients that I have. And this is gonna be the recipe that I follow. It's like a crock pot stroganoff from the girl on Balor. And basically you just put all of the ingredients in the crock pot, and then right at the end you just put the noodles and the sour cream in. So I'm like, sounds super easy. Here we go. We have our chuck meat, a pound of that, and then some garlic and some onion. And then the recipe calls for Dijon mustard, but I had this spicy brown mustard that was in a pantry and never opened. So I was like, why buy another one when I'll just use that? Some beef broth, some Worcestershire sauce, cornstarch, which I was gonna substitute for some like gluten-free flour, but cornstarch is actually gluten-free, so that's good. Eric can have that. And then we have our sour cream and our egg noodles for the end. It's also supposed to have mushrooms in it, but I'm not really in the mood for mushrooms, so I just have to toss all of this in there and then cut up the onion. And then at the end, you put the sour cream and serve it over egg noodles. But egg noodles are not gluten-free. So if Eric wants some, I think we'll have some of these Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits. And they make a gluten-free version of it. Not every grocery store sells it, but we've been able to find it pretty easily. So he can do it kind of like that, or with rice or something like that, as long as the rest of it is gluten-free. So I have to cut up the onion for it, and normally I just like chop it up, and I use our trusty little hand food processor. I have used this so many times, and I was looking recently and like the bottom, it like fell off. There used to be like a ringer on the bottom, and it's all chipped and scratched, and we're like missing a bunch of the pieces. So we bought this from Amazon. Literally the same thing. I felt like the handle, and it's got a bunch of these little pieces with it. So I'm gonna get this set up and give it a try for the first time with this onion, and I love it. It's even got like the little slicers if you're gonna make like scalloped potatoes. That's the one that I'll use. A juicer, cool. But I figured I would upgrade. So I can link this one on Amazon because this one's not. This one has seen better days.
Got drunk and I told you I loved you on a night when we stayed out too late. Did I really love her? Cause I'm starting now to wonder, did I ever feel anything? But even though I gave back your things from time to time,
My eyes are burning. The difference between these, they're almost, this one can maybe hold a little bit more. This one's not as tall, but it is much nicer. Definitely an upgrade. Okay, so everything's all mixed in. Hopefully, without having the mushrooms in it, it'll be good once we add the pasta or the biscuits or whatever. And so it says to do high for 4 or low for 6. I have enough time, so I will do that. And also, everybody have tricks on how to clean your crock pot? They wiped this down and it's clean, but it's still got some like staining on it. I don't know if it's like barkeeper's friend or something, or if I could just let it be dirty. I don't know if it matters that much. But here we go.
tell me, what am I supposed to do? Your friends all say that you're doing fine. I know I told you, leave me behind, but tell me, what am I supposed to do?
Oh, we lose our scrunch. We're losing our scrunch. What are those legs doing down there? We need to scrunch them a little forever. No scrunch. No scrunch for mama.
I was expecting. See you out there living life. Wish I could say the same, but I still haven't found what I'm missing. Now you got me up second guessing.
Just took my hair out after putting it up after my shower this morning, so it's a little crazy. And I have exactly 4 minutes before I have to leave to go get Maddie from school. But we got a Thrive Market order in today, and I was not all that into Thrive Market for a while. I bought it as a gift for my mom because she is gluten-free and they have so many gluten-free options. And so I was like, I'm gonna buy a membership for her and then I'm gonna kind of use it as well and give it a shot. And now it's been like 2 years and I still use it. But I've always been like a one-stop shop grocery store kind of person. Like, we didn't even go to Costco for the longest time because I'm like, I'm going to one spot and that one spot will have everything that I need. And that's not very realistic now that we are a family of 6. So we do go to Costco. We do both like a Kroger or like a Ralph's order and like a Target order. I also do things like Thrive Market, online kind of shopping as well. So unfortunately, I have become the type of person that goes grocery shopping like 3 or 4 times a week. But here's what I got in my most recent order. And one of the things I have planned for like the next couple weeks is I want to make lactation recipes and try out a couple new ones. I have loved my lactation brownie recipe and I've shared that one a few times, but there's so many different ones. There's like smoothies, there's like little granola bars and things like banana bread, so many different things. And so I've been stocking up on some of the ingredients for those. So one of them would be some collagen. And I've tried the collagen from Thrive Market before and like mixed it in my coffee and it was fine. It wasn't too bad. It's good. So that's definitely something that is very common in like these lactation recipes, but also for like postpartum hair loss. I have quite a lot of hair, but it's kind of thinning out here at the top. Some of the other stuff would be like some flaxseed and then some oatmeal, got those. And then I also got some almond flour, and this one is also good because it's gluten-free. Actually, I think all of these are gluten-free. Yeah. Anything by Bob's Red Mill is gluten-free, which is really helpful because Eric has celiacs. Been cooking a lot with those. I got this Wandering Bear cold brew, and it's what it is, organic coffee. I have been trying to drink my coffee from home a lot more, especially because I have the baby and I don't want to be, you know, leaving the house every morning if I don't have to. The coffee that I make at home is an espresso and it's hot, so I could like make hot coffee and then put it over ice and then it gets like watered down or whatever it is. So I've been trying to find some like iced coffee or like cold coffee, and I've done like the Stoke and I've done like the Khalifa ones, but I saw this and wanted to give that a try, so that'll be next. So now I have a couple little treats for my daughters. These little Amara organic smoothie melts. We have 2 of those, 2 different flavors, the carrot raspberry and mango carrot. So apparently there's carrots in here and they get some vegetables while they eat it. And then these little, they're kind of like Starburst, but they're from the Yum Earth brand, which I love because they don't have the artificial dyes. They're free from all of these allergens and artificial dyes and everything. So these are good little treats to have. I love that they're like individually wrapped as well. Real quick, last couple things. Some Bunny Grams from Annie's. Again, just like a little snack. 2 boxes of these That's It bars. I got apple mango and apple strawberry, and that's it. That's literally all the ingredients that are in it. And these are really good little treats as well that I keep in a little snack bin in my car. And so my 2-year-old, especially Summer, she loves these things. So stocking up on these. So I'm gonna grab one of these now and head on out and go get Maddie from school.
I can feel the love in your heart. I can see it in the way that you smile. I can feel the love in your heart. I can see it in the way that you smile. Feel the love in your heart. That you smile. Feel the love in your heart. That you smile.
Oh, look how good that looks. I want one on the other side too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah.
Yeah, you want that?
Yeah. Yes. Hey, Mama.
All right, there you go. Aw, you're so sweet.
I have a funny face. No funny face for the one I do. Like this.
Are you gonna do a funny face? Just me?
I can feel